6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Police in Marshall are identifying the man in custody who officers say shot at them Wednesday night. 21-year-old Jeremy Wills has been charged with multiple offenses, including attempted homicide. It started as a fight with a store clerk and an attempted robbery. When police got there, Wills fired at officers as he ran off on foot. Officers were ultimately able to take him into custody.
An update now on missing Sauk County teenager James Yablonsky. He's been missing since the middle of June, and now authorities say that a search of 2 electronic devices used by the 13-year-old revealed internet searches about possibly traveling out of state. One of the devices was owned by the family, the other a device from the Baraboo School District. Police say some of the searches were for locations in Wisconsin, but authorities did not say where.
Madison police and the ATF are investigating after someone set this food truck on fire. Responders arrived at the Swagat Indian Cuisine restaurant near the intersection of North High Point and Old Sauk Roads after getting a call Tuesday. Authorities aren't exactly sure when the fire started, but surveillance video does show someone near the truck in the overnight hours.
To balance the budget, a UW system school is turning to layoffs and furloughs. UW Oshkosh facing a projected $18 million deficit. The chancellor says they need to cut about 200 staff and administrative positions. The plan would also force employees to take furloughs this fall. 10 of the UW system's 13 four-year campuses are facing a combined $60 million deficit.
In Neenah, outside of Appleton, officers say they fatally shot a man after he showed a weapon while they were trying to arrest him. Police confronted the 37-year-old at a gas station Wednesday afternoon. They were trying to arrest him on a warrant, but he apparently showed a gun and officers ended up shooting him. It's unclear if any officers are on leave in relation to this case.
Former President Donald Trump pleading not guilty to 4 charges related to attempts to overthrow the 2020 election in his 3rd indictment. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul is not revealing, though, whether there are any active investigations surrounding the fake elector scheme in our state. Kaul did say that he expects that we will see further developments involving the people identified in the document.
The Texas Department of Public Safety says 2 bodies have been recovered in the Rio Grande River. Authorities say those controversial floating barriers could be the cause of the deaths. The mother of one of the victims says he was a 20-year-old Honduran national. The second victim has not yet been identified.
Also in Texas, embattled Attorney General Ken Paxton getting closer to standing trial. This trial's for securities fraud charges from 2015. Paxton was in court in Houston yesterday in front of a new judge for a brief pretrial hearing. Shortly after Paxton took office, he was indicted on a felony charge related to business dealings. He is due back in court October 6th.
All right, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock on this warm start to our morning, and with that moisture in the air, we have had some fog develop to the west. Most of this is along the Wisconsin River Valley and some of the smaller tributaries out to the west, but it is reducing visibilities near zero in Mineral Point and also out there in Lone Rock. Temperatures right now up to a 70 here in Madison, so it is a warm start to the morning. Temperatures in the 70s, warming up to the low 80s here at the noon hour. Should be topping out in the mid 80s. A little bit lower humidity today, but it's still going to be a warm afternoon. So planning on that warm afternoon with the winds out of the east-northeast, that will be bringing in some slightly lower humidity today. Warm tomorrow. Enjoy tomorrow with the dry conditions because we do have a first warn alert day. That'll be in for Sunday due to the potential for some heavy rain, maybe some isolated severe storms. They'll be developing Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, and turning quite a bit cooler early next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Folks, keep it right here on News 3 Now today and really all weekend for updates to that alert day. And have a great weekend. Enjoy that Saturday weather.